Hi everyone, thank you for joining me and welcome to my channel. My name is Varush and this is the Pick a Card channel, so make sure to subscribe down below because it's different than the main channel. I'm excited to bring the power of 3 back, and if you don't know what it is, I'll explain it in a moment. And this is the love edition since we're in February, the month of love. And the power of 3 reading is a reading in which you put in your mind a time frame in 3 hours, in 3 days, or 3 weeks, or 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. So you can choose that now. And then you can choose 1, 2, 3, 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. And then there's your fortune, okay? So take a look at the cards to get acquainted with them. I will link the other Power of 3 reading right at the end. I'm always linking videos for you there, so go check them out. As usual, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to make the energy real. If you don't like one option, choose another one and see if you vibe with it better. What else can I say? I should tell you the cards that I'm using. I'm using the Romance Angels. I'm using Manifesting You, the Rorig Tarot, the Lihodziejewski Tarot, which is a Polish deck. It's out of print. And then finally, I am using the Mary L. Tarot, which is beautiful, the 2nd edition, okay? So let's begin. As you guys know, I'm going through these pretty, like, organically. There's not much, you know, kind of pomp and circumstance. I'm not editing the videos. We're just going straight in. So number 1, hi, welcome to my channel. Check out the beginning of the video if you don't know how to play this version of Pick a Card, okay? So your first card is the Strength card. Okay, so in this time frame, there will be a very passionate time for you. So you will feel a lot of passion. You may have an instinct to go in a certain direction. You may decide, oh, I want to try this, or I want to go and see this person or do that. And so you will be very much guided by your instincts, that you want to go and try something and that you feel passionate about something. This could be a moment when you see someone that you like or talk to someone you like and feel a lot of passion. The next card is Temperance. Wow, big trump. So this time frame is going to be kind of interesting for you. I think that you're going to be very careful in the way that you approach somebody at this time. I think that there's going to be a careful and steady approach, as opposed to just telling them your feelings completely. So whatever the situation that you're involved in, it's going to be very methodical, and you're going to be careful with your feelings, shielding yourself, and yet still trying to bridge the gap and connect with this individual. The next card is the Page of Wands. This is a lot of fire, you guys. In this time frame, it could be a fiery person for some of you guys, but this is just someone who has adventure. I think you're in this time frame, you're going to meet somebody who it sparks your sense of adventure, who makes you want to go travel. Maybe you take inspiration from someone also, so you may see somebody doing something that you really like, or maybe they are adventurous and you say, wow, I wish I could be like that too, and you carefully take steps in order to achieve that. The next card is the Page of Wands again. So there's definitely an adventurous spirit in this time frame. You know, hey, let's do that. Let's put things to the side and let's go for an adventure. Let's have some fun. Let's try something new. The next card is the Page of Cups. You're in youthful company and youthful spirits. Something unexpected is going to come up in this time frame, but it's going to be positive. I love this card because when the fish comes out of the cup, traditionally it's called the fish of God, or the hand of God appearing. But the fish is kind of jumping out of the cup unexpectedly, and the Page of Cups is excited. This card is going to be in the center of our reading, and so to me this signifies that you're quite, how do you say, open-hearted, naive. Some people would say puppy love, or just really, really excited about the world around you, and you feel very, very hopeful, and there's not much jaded energy here. You're just very, very much open and receptive to who and what is coming towards you. We have the Knight of Swords here. There's a lot of people around you. I wouldn't be surprised if in this time frame you don't go to a party or some gathering or connect with friends in a meaningful way. There may be more than one couple. This is a time when you could meet somebody when you're out. And this Knight of Swords really wants to in some way inform you about something. There's something important that you need to know that the Knight of Swords is going to tell you. Look at him coming. Now, sometimes the Knight of Swords looks a little bit like angry or something, but you have to imagine him as a messenger. So he is looking so intense because he really wants to let you know something. But I have a feeling that in this time frame there's very powerful connection between two people, and I feel like one person is taking inspiration from another person, and that's making your whole world kind of more exciting, a little brighter and all that. The next cards are from the Virgo Tarot, the Four of Cups first. So there's definitely some kind of offer, like Four of Cups is like a low-key offer. It's like, hey, let's get a tea. Hey, you know, let's go for lunch. Let's go for a walk. There's some kind of a sweet offer that is coming to you in this time frame. Then we have the King of Cups. Hey-oh, okay, now we're getting serious. The Knight of Cups. So just to clarify, this deck is built off of another deck called the Thoth deck, and in that deck, the Knight is the King. So this is technically the Knight of Cups, but really it's the King of Cups. There's someone here who is really looking for a serious commitment. Somebody's heart is very open. It's not open yet, but I think that the next step that they're going to be open towards is something serious. So what may seem like a casual coffee or just a more delicate interaction has a more meaningful and significant effect on your life, okay? The last card is we have the Hanged Man. Okay, so that Knight of Swords message has to be heard, okay? The Hanged Man is ruled by Neptune, right? And so it often represents that there's a little bit of an illusion that needs to be dispelled, that needs to be clarified. And so this Knight of Swords is coming in to clarify the illusion. There's something that needs to be said, and when it's said, it's going to cause a delay, but that's not a bad thing. That just means that once the delay happens, you'll have to work through it. The problem was there anyway. The situation, rather, not a problem, but the situation was there to deal with anyway. And so this is a necessary step to talk about something so that a more serious relationship can happen, so that a more serious commitment can happen, okay? Let's take a look at our oracle cards from the Romance Angels. So love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you romantically attractive. It looks like to me the energy is really useful. We have 3 pages, so those are like the youngest court cards. To me, it just means that this love will require some time to mature. This love will require some time to get acquainted, not only with them, but also yourself within this relationship. There's a more long-term aspect to this, but it's not here yet, okay? Here is the next card we have. So this is Buck Convention. Oh, somebody was telling me what Buck Convention was. Oh, different than convention. Because in Canada, a buck is $1, okay? I don't know if in America you guys do say it the same way, but I read it a different way when I first saw it. But Buck Convention is do things your own way. Someone else, this is a little bit feedback, and I just have to be honest, it looks like somebody might not like the way that you're doing things. I think you have a fundamental understanding with someone here. This Page of Wands and Page of Cups, they're like Leo and Sagittarius. Fire and fire, and you don't have to be fire signs for this to be true. I'm just saying that there are 2 very like-minded people here, and they spark a connection. They really understand each other, and then suddenly it seems as though the outside world wants to interact with this situation and share their opinion, and this Knight of Swords here is coming in to share their opinion, share information, and like I said, maybe that's a necessary step. But I have a feeling that it's going to be a life lesson about going back to this, going back to the spark, going back to the connection, and not necessarily, how do you say, bending what you're going through for the preferences of the outside world. And that's when the King of Cups matures into this energy. So there's a powerful connection here. Then there's like a real understanding between people. Two people are on the same page. And then there's this outside force that's coming in, not to destabilize the situation, but because it's a questioning energy. It's an energy of, I have to add my opinion. This is my thoughts on this. This is my ideas. Or you need to know this before you move forward. And once you find out, you deal with the consequences of what you heard, and that's the Hanged Man, that's the little delay. But it's really about growing into the love, growing into the King of Cups energy, which is the open-hearted, mature love that's ready to love. So love yourself first isn't really about like you don't love yourself first. I think it's stressing the fact that the outside world is going to criticize or is going to question, but the real point of this relationship is the Buck Convention, the connection between the two pages. That's there right from the start. So I hope you enjoyed this option. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to make the energy real. I'm going to move on to number 2. Thanks for watching. Hi, number 2. Welcome to my channel. This is Varouche, and so this is your option number 2, and we're going to take a look right away. So hopefully you watched the beginning so you know what we're doing here. You can watch this any way you like, but hopefully this is a message for you, okay? So first message, we have the Magician. Okay, so in this time frame, there's definitely something that gets initiated that is huge. There's someone is initiating something very big. Somebody is trying to influence things or have a huge influence on things. Somebody is making big moves around you. Now this could be you or this could be someone around you, but there's definitely someone who is pushing forward in a specific direction, okay? And that affects everyone around them. So somebody's making a big step, a big leap in their life. Queen of Pentacles, a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, secondary transits in water, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. So this is all about a dynamic between two people in which one person is making a big move in their life, and then the other person is very aware of their personal boundaries while this is happening. So because somebody is making a big change, a big move, somebody else is watching their personal boundaries. Somebody else is very aware of the fact that this change is going to affect them, and they're very much thinking about how it's going to affect them and what kind of consequences it'll have on their life. So they're very brought back to the awareness of, oh, this person's life is changing, so how will my life change because of these changes that they're making? Here is the next message. We have the Nine of Pentacles. This is about a lot of money. We have Venus in Virgo. So I have a feeling that there is a lot of financial prosperity that is coming into your life through this time period that you've chosen. There's an opportunity for financial growth. Maybe you'll sell something, maybe you'll buy something of value, but there's definitely this big step that is being taken here that is going to change someone's life, and the Queen of Pentacles is very aware how that will change her life, and so she's thinking, you know, where will it be a healthy place for me to set my boundaries now that certain things are changing. I think that this time frame has a lot to do with stepping back and assessing the current environment. So stepping back and taking a look at, you know, is this actually bringing something for me? Is this actually benefiting my life? You know, I have some opportunity here. Will I be able to gain benefit from it? Will I be able to grow from it? The next message is the Ten of Wands. And so this is a heavy, heavy burden here. My goodness. Okay. So heavy burden, intensity, a lot of work. I have a feeling that this involves a pretty heavy commitment. So when you take big steps, when you glow up, it involves commitment, right? So So whoever this person is, they are committing quite strongly to something, and that will take a lot of time. That will take a lot of their attention. I have a feeling that maybe if this is between like a husband and wife or a dating couple, one of the people will become very, very busy in order to achieve what they want to achieve, but the end goal is financial gain. The next message is, and so we have the Wheel of Fortune. So a great opportunity is here in this option number 2. It's one of those opportunities that people shouldn't pass up. So in this time frame, there's a great opportunity and an opportunity to kind of grow, expand, and level up financially, and therefore level up your life. And the Wheel of Fortune spins up, it spins down, and typically when it shows up in the card, because it's ruled by the planet Jupiter, it's always positive. So this is saying there's going to be a very fast moving opportunity that comes into your life, but it will require a certain degree of time and attention. Then we have the Devil here. So in this context, because of the other cards, I would say that the Devil actually represents that there's a financial opportunity. So this is definitely a business opportunity, and I have a feeling that that's going to impact a dynamic within a relationship, not for the worst. It just means that two people need to have that conversation about how they will use their time, because I think that the next step will be a big commitment to something to do with work, a big commitment to your financial goals. You can't achieve anything if you don't commit to your craft. If you don't commit to what you're doing, you're never going to get anywhere anyway. So the idea is that you want to commit to this situation. The idea is that you want to really follow through, and that there is big business opportunities for you there. This may also involve someone with the sign of Capricorn, but not necessarily. Let's take a look at our next cards. The Fool. Wow, number 2. Whatever time frame you're talking about here, this is big. So there's going to be a quick change, and the quick change is going to require that a lot of work is done in a short period of time. So recently I had to change something very quickly, and within a couple days, with little notice, I had to put in a ton of work in order to manifest, in order to create what I wanted. So I saw an opportunity, I saw a window of opportunity, and I went for it. I went to create the world that I wanted and step away from the things I didn't want anymore, right? The Fool is ruled by Uranus, which is one of my favorite planets, if not my favorite one. And so this is the unexpected. It's throwing a ball into the pinball machine and seeing what happens. It's complete random, unexpected adventure. It's the willingness to try something new. It's the willingness to throw it all in, to throw it all in and try to see what you get out of circumstances. I don't recommend being reckless, but this is the Magician, and the Magician knows. It's that feeling of knowing that there's good luck. This is what's making me think of this. So you have this good luck energy. This is a fluorite, by the way, if you're curious. But it's when you see that good luck, when you see that opportunity, it's a fleeting opportunity, so you better get on it. Then we have the Magician again. Boom in the room. Okay, you guys. Magician, breakthrough. In some funny way, I think that the Queen of Pentacles will turn out to be the Magician as well. So we have 2 actually magicians rather than 1. There's this Magician, and I have a feeling that the Queen of Pentacles first starts thinking about her personal boundaries and how to adjust, and then guess what? She becomes the Magician as well. So she becomes able to manifest, take full control over her life, and in one way or another really manifest things into reality. The next message, you guys, this is the best option, the Star. Oh man, this is wild. Okay, so we have the Fool. That is insane. And these cards are so beautiful, right? It's called the Rohrig Tarot, and it's just so gorgeous. So the Star, soulmate, breakthrough, you're being led to the right direction. This is the sign of Aquarius, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that. This is Capricorn, this is Aquarius. Of course, Aquarius follows Capricorn, so this may be a time frame. We're currently filming in Aquarian season, so this is a timeless reading, but This might be the time frame of when everything manifests. I have a feeling that something that starts in the time frame that you've chosen will manifest in the time frame here. So the work that you put into this time frame when you make these decisions will actually transmute into a consequence, a positive, very, very positive, beautiful consequence. This is, you know, meeting your soulmate. This is meeting your twin flame. This is the hope and the this is the hope and the promise of a bright future tomorrow. This is serendipity. Also, the Queen of Pentacles may not be you if you're a woman watching, especially. The Queen of Pentacles may be a friend who brings you to the Magician, and here's your dude, okay? So here he is. I know he looks like not for age appropriate for everyone. Definitely not, maybe not for me. I don't know, I'm getting older. But this Magician is here, and so I have a feeling that this is your dude, or maybe this. There's definitely some kind of a moment in which two people really come together, and there's a powerful connection here between them, but they have to take those steps before to get there, and that includes making large gains in their life. Okay, so we have Angel Oracle card, and that is keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. I think you're being guided by your environment towards a soulmate. You're being guided by the people around you towards the right person, whoever they are. And I think that your life will change before you get there. And so the change starts on the time frame that you chose. Okay, so you need to pay attention in that time frame for this new beginning to start. Okay. Here is your oracle card, and we have simplify. Okay, it's not that complicated, guys. And I think that that's what it is. It's like you have to giddy up. And I, in some ways, simplified my life with that change I described for you guys as well. So there's definitely simplify your life, get rid of the clutter, get rid of anything, and emotional clutter as well. You know, you have things to look forward to. The stability and security is there for you, and you're about to be fed into a very fast-moving energy that will find you in a completely new place. That is your destiny. Like the star is the card of destiny. This combination is intense. It's whatever you're up to, it's a big deal. Okay? Okay. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to make the energy real. I'm going to do number 3. If you didn't like this option and you're not doing the time frame thing, choose 1 or 3, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay, so now we have number 3. Hi, number 3. Welcome to my channel. I'm excited to be here, so let's just jump into it. Your first card is the Page of Discs, or the Knight of Discs, a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, secondary transit in air. So there's a long-term commitment in this time frame, a long-term commitment, looking forward towards something. The beginning of a journey in the sense that you will be applying yourself in order to achieve something, and you're going to have to diligently work towards that, and there's going to be a person of that same kind of caliber or work ethic that will in one way or another be influencing you at this time. So this is going to be the kind of energy of this time frame that you will have to kind of giddy up, put your effort in, and then apply yourself to try to, in one way or another, get to where you want to be. The next message is the 10 of Swords. And this looks really scary because this deck is very artistic and beautiful. But what it actually means is that you are letting go of, you know, all emotional ties to the past, all difficult thoughts and feelings. You're just no longer willing to rehash the same things over and over again. This is a very liberating energy. So this is getting down to work and putting the past behind you. You know, just getting up in the morning and starting a new fresh day with new energy. And so really applying yourself to achieve the things you want to achieve, but the focus of this is to let go of the emotionally burdensome things that are weighing you down. The next message is the 10 of Wands. And so we saw this throughout the other options. I'm just going to tell you straight up. And that means a lot of work. And I do feel as though there's something changing in your life that will require a lot of work, a lot of busy making energy. So day in, day out, applying yourself, working hard, you know, trying to achieve the things you want to achieve, but you're ready to do it. And whoever you're with, if you are with someone, they are also willing to do it. So there's a very kind of collaborative energy and a trust-based energy where you and the other person are on the same page and you're moving together, and it feels really good, and it feels this feels really good, and it feels good, and it's kind of like it's down to business, but it's a business that we will share together. It's down to business, but this is the legacy, and there's no need to think about the past because we have to focus on success now. The next message is the Two of Cups. Ooh, love. See? Interesting. So a love-based connection. This is also a promise to yourself, you know, a promise to yourself about the lifestyle that you want to lead and the effort that you are willing to put in to achieve it. The next card is the Sun in the center. Can you believe it? So we have the beautiful Sun in the center. This is a promise that during this time frame, you're going to enjoy yourself a lot. There's going to be a lot of heart-based connections. Yes, you're going to be busy. Yes, you're going to work, but it's going to feel so liberating to put the past in the past and move on. The next message is the Empress. I swear this reading is just lit. Okay, so we have the Empress ruled by Venus. So what I was thinking here as I was reading, and I didn't say anything because I didn't want to be disparaging, but I'm like, there's no love there. This is a love reading. But I saw the friendship and the camaraderie, but I was like, where's the love at? But here it is. So there's definitely a very, very heart-based connection. There's definitely a lot of celebration that you're together with someone else. I have a feeling that there's a sense of security so that people can really get into their element and do what they're meant to do, which means like the Empress is going to be the Empress, the Emperor is going to be the Emperor, and you no longer have to kind of wait to fill that role. You simply will be that role. You will be that energy of receptive love, and you know, like you will have the receptivity to build a connection and forge a connection with the person that you're with or the person that you're connecting with. And there's definitely a push towards love. A push towards love, a push towards union. Let's take a look at our next cards. The Nine of Wands. Okay, so personal strength. I have a feeling that in this time frame, you and somebody else will really kind of go off together, go somewhere private, spend time alone, kind of hibernate together, you know, spend time together on your own, plan for the journey ahead. This may involve that somebody has traveled really far, and so this could represent the trip that they were on, and now that they've reached their destination, there's like a reprieve and rest that people take, okay? Because they're back together, or they have finally touched each other, or they have finally reached each other. The next message is the Eight of Swords. Unsure what to do about the past. When all is said and done, it's going to be a lot of hard work. So not everybody, we can't stay in fantasy land forever. Like, we can't stay up on cloud nine forever. There are going to be things that you're going to have to figure out. Maybe some of you are going to be involved in a partially long distance relationship, and that is going to be something that you're going to have to figure out how to mediate. But remember, the Sun is like, you really want it, so you're willing to do so many things to achieve it. And I feel like there's an aspect of here that's love, and an aspect of here that is moving on with business, like achieving the things you want to achieve and going for the things you want so that your life is better overall. The next message is the Two of Rods. So I have a feeling that one of your mothers, if you are involved in a relationship, or a mother will tell you exactly how to approach this situation. So turn to your mothers, ask them their opinion. I think that there's going to be someone who tells you exactly how to move forward and which direction to take. Also, I have a feeling that this Knight of Pentacles might take the lead and really say, hey, let's do this or that. So give you an option that is quite good, or give you an idea that's quite good. This might be after a period in which you're not sure what to do. Let's take a look at your cards. So soulmate, this is your soulmate. So you're making this powerful connection and hibernating. You made the connection and now you feel tied together and connected together. And then we have ask for help. And so ask for help of your mother if you feel like it's hard for you to in some way figure out how to put this relationship together. If there's obstacles that are standing in your way that are hard to deal with, then ask people who you love and trust for their input and support, because the sun is in the center. This is a win. And in fact, I don't know if you watched the other two options, but like every option is a win in this one. So you guys, this is a time frame reading, which you should watch the beginning about, but I just have a feeling that this is just a sign that many of us are moving towards very stable and good circumstances for us in terms of love, in terms of just getting things done and moving on with things. So it's a big new beginning. It's a big kind of connection. It's important that you open up and ask people around you for their input and help, because they have the key to your kingdom. They have the key to your future, and they're going to tell you and give you advice and suggestions about which direction to go. And some things that you can't solve by yourself, some things that you can't resolve by yourself, will be resolved with their input and help. Okay? Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to make the energy real. You know that's the thumbnail. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye.